Hey guys, back at it again with another reading. It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe over yonder and the little bell so you get notified every time that I post. Excuse me. If this resonates, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know the tea, if it's accurate or not. Well, you don't got to. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, you know. And thank you to anyone who has donated, anyone who booked a reading, or you plan on booking a reading. My information is in the description down below. And yeah, congratulations again to the winners who won the free reading giveaway. And I will be doing more giveaways and all that stuff, so stay tuned. You know, you might win shit. But today we are talking about what lessons are you currently learning right now. Okay, we're gonna figure out a lesson that you're going through. Okay, it could be a hard time, and we're gonna try and get you some guidance and close this lesson out, close these cycles for good. That's my aim, that's my goal for this reading. So you can watch more than one pile. As always, we have 4 piles today. Pile number 1 is the Mystic Monday Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Gentle Heart Tarot. Pile number 3 is the Game of Thrones Tarot, and pile number 4 is the the Moon and Stars Tarot. Okay, alright guys, I love you, and I will see you on the pile that you picked. Bye. Hey, what's going on? Pile number 1. It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. If you're new here, again, hit that subscribe and the little bell so you're notified every time that I post. If it resonates, give me a good old thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know the tea. It's a book of personal. That information is in the description box, or you can message me at my Instagram at the Owl's Intuition. Alright, let's talk about it. First we're gonna get your current energy, and then we'll dive into, you know, the lessons that you are going through. And I feel like it definitely has to do with love, okay? Because your channeled song is You Make Me Better by Fabulous and Neo. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. Baby, I'm good all by myself. But be you make me better. You make me better. You make me better. Alright. So, that's interesting. Not sure where that's gonna lead us, but you know, maybe there's messages for you in that song. But let's get your current energy, pile 1. Wow, come, Jesus. I know y'all don't got 5 cards coming out here. I'm trying to make a quick... Nah, I can make it quick, but still. Oh my... Are you kidding me? Alright, so we have... La da da da. Why am I hearing? Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Ba ba da da. Wow, interesting. Random. Not much of a girlfriend. Never seem to get a lot. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely about love. 222. Okay, so we have bottom of the deck, what do you need to release? You could be releasing relationship. That could be the lesson here. Okay, but right now your current energy. Let's talk about the other cards. We have, look at the bigger picture. Your hard work is paying off. It's time to release negativity. Show the world the real you and work through your fears. So we have Sagittarius, heavy Scorpio. We have Capricorn and Aquarius. Okay. Oh, Jupiter is heavily evolved. But also Saturn, you know. That makes me think of Saturn return, so some of you guys could be going through your Saturn return, but there's a bigger picture, okay? This is definitely about love, because that looks like freaking Cupid's arrow over here, you know what I'm saying? So, hello, and like the color, it's like a pinky, reddy, you know? Just makes me think, love! And your intuition, okay? Your intuition is telling you that this is harder than it needs to be, okay? I feel like life is super hard for you right now, okay? And it's because of all the negativity that you have in your life. And with this work through your fears and what do you need to release, this is literally about, you know, you conquering the fear of leaving something behind that is negative, because you either have love for this situation or you're scared, okay? Show the real you, right? You're scared that people are going to judge you for making this choice, but this is the real you. This is what you want. You don't want negativity, right? This is not aligning, and I feel like you're stuck around with something because of the fact that, you know, maybe it was beneficial, maybe you didn't see a way out, maybe you were so used to it day by day, but then you got into the point where it was like, you know, I'm hearing arguments and fighting and negativity, you felt miserable, you didn't feel like yourself anymore, and it got bad. Like, you know, when it gets bad, you know, like your mentality, and then everything just starts hitting the fan. It's not just like, you know, romance, it's like mental health, physical health, your body starts to show that you're getting hit with a lot of negativity. It was a lot, and I'm sorry that you went through this or you're going through this, but you know, we're about to see, you know, what lesson, because this is definitely coinciding with the lesson that you're learning, so I love how this is aligning. But you know, I want you to trust that, you know, there's something that you're learning, and this has to do with your self-worth and your self-love, and you accepting your true self, transforming into your true self, and not accepting any bullshit, okay? And also stepping into more discipline, because yes, you work hard, but the thing is, you're not working on the things that you need to be working on. You're working on the things that people are telling you to work on, I guess you can say, maybe. Or, you know, you're just following the crowd, or like, you know, instead of like working on your mental health and physical health, you know, you're just working on money, money, money and stuff like that. It's something about that, okay? But look, a personal issue reaches resolution. Regardless, at the end of the day, you're gonna be fine. And full moon in Cancer. Bam, baby! Alright, so let's tap into your oracle cards. First, we have growth already showing, and leadership. So y'all are leaders, and you always grow and you become better, and this is what this is teaching you, okay? But let's see, what is this? What are the lessons you are learning right now, okay? And then we'll dive into how to, you know, how to solve them, and how to you know, release these, close these cycles out, okay? You could be seeing 555. We have weather, natural events. Hold on. I can't see this. What's urgent in your life? What's making you feel overwhelmed or is out of your control? Are you worried about how you will survive a major change? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, this is a major change. This is you releasing something. This is no like little like, okay, like this is like you're quitting a job, or like you're breaking up, you're getting a divorce, you're moving out. This is like something that you never thought was going to happen, or you didn't expect to happen, that you know that it now needs to happen. This is intense, baby. I'm sorry. All right, so we got 9, which means definitely something coming to an end. So 999. You could be seeing 888 because this is an 8 and this is an 8. And what do we got here? Surrender. 46. Okay. 44. You could be seeing 444. Yeah, there's a lot over here. Okay, guys. I'm sorry for the glare, but I'll show you the cards anyway. We got prosperity. She's looking in the mirror. Okay, because prosperity, you know, and we got a yin yang symbol with this dragon over here. This could be like, you know, a false twin, or somebody you thought like, you know, was going to help to build your empire, but instead could have been draining your prosperity. Okay, and it says, give and expect the universe to give back to you. Believe that you are prosperous already. Have gratitude for everything you have in your life. Yeah, gratitude has been kind of hard for you right now, right? I feel it. It be happening sometimes. Forgive yourself, baby. Okay, we got truth. Remain authentic. Look, we was just talking about authenticity with that Aquarius card, right? Show the real you. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Yeah, this is about your emotions, you know. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth. Okay. What is not aligning with you? That's what this is. And then surrender. Let go of the internal and external struggles in your life. Give up the fight to control others and situations. Relinquish your need to be right and surrender to a higher power. They're like saying, like, throw that white flag up. Throw that white flag up. This gives me this is like the justice card, because she has the scales, the sword of truth, but also because she's blindfolded, and these peacock feathers right here, your authenticity, you know this doesn't feel right. You know that this doesn't align with, maybe it made you happy before, but you're changing and you're transforming. You're a different person now. This is a karmic cycle for you now. It's no longer feeding you. It's no longer prosperous. It's no longer your truth. And you have to surrender to the fact that this is it. You have to let it go. What's urgent, okay? What's making you overwhelmed? This is making you overwhelmed and you have no control, and you have to surrender that, okay? But the only thing that you can control is your actions. You can't control anyone else's actions. You can't control the situations, but you can control leaving, okay? Remember, what do you need to release? What's this prosperity about? In regards to a lesson that they are learning. What are they learning about prosperity? I just saw the Magician in reverse. You doubt that you can get prosperity without hard work. You doubt that you can go and make money in a different way. So maybe you have like a 9-to-5, but you've always wanted a business, or you always wanted to make money something else, and you doubt that you could do that. Yeah. And there's something about impatience, right? Because we have the Two of Wands. All right, so what do you really want? What do you really want to invest in? What would you do if money wasn't an option, right? So this is about like you figuring out what really is your passion, okay? With this dragon energy, what is your power? You can create anything. You can do something. You have some type of talent. Everyone has a God-given talent that they can use, that some people don't use and some people do, but everyone who chooses to use their God-given power is always given security, stability, and you know, prosperity and abundance and wealth and affluence. But it's like, you know, some people use it in a negative way, some people use it in a positive way. At the end of the day, it's also about your belief, you know? Like, there's something about you being impatient. Acknowledge that you are where you are because you have things that you need to learn. Your lesson is to surrender to where you are, but it's time to start planning what you want, okay? Maybe you haven't been writing your goals, and I'm talking about goals like, you know, not goals like, okay, I'm going to pay my rent, I'm going to pay my phone bill, and I'm going to pay, like, and I'm going to do this. And I'm talking about real goals, like, I want to lose 50 pounds and stuff like that, which that's a good goal too. But like, I'm talking about like, I want to start a business, I want to create this, I want to travel the world. Like, what are your big audacious goals? That's what's going to get you to close out this cycle, is to start thinking about that, start visualizing that, because you don't see it. You don't think it's possible. What's this truth? Yeah. Okay, so the truth of the situation is for you to remain authentic to your core values, you know you have to change. Because this is a fight. This is not something... You might have even been betrayed, okay? You could be seeing 1111 and 111 and 1122. This is something... Okay, your intuition, you've been betrayed. And your intuition, you're not trusting it. You're like, there's no way. There's no way, right? And once you accept that and don't stress it, and realize that this person, you know, and the thing is, they might not even apologize to you. They might make it seem like, you know, you're crazy or it's your fault, etc., etc. But like, once you let go of that and start to put yourself out there in different ways, okay, maybe going out with friends, family, etc., and maybe going back to school, classes. It's something like, okay, so you're at a job, but you're scared that you wouldn't be successful somewhere else, but you're like, I've always wanted to go to school, but I couldn't because I had to start working and stuff like that. So that's what this is. It's like something that you wanted to do when you were younger. You didn't believe, you know, you got stuck in maybe, you know, working a 9-to-5, and then, you know, we get stuck, okay? And things happen, but I'm telling you that if you don't make this change, something is going to happen that you're not going to see. And, you know, it's going to make you realize, like, damn, I deserve better. I love myself too much to accept this. And it's either you leave now or you're going to be forced to leave in a more painful and drastic way, okay? You might as well jump out the tower so you can choose where you're landing, or, you know, get that, what is it called? I was going to say backpack. What do skydivers use? Why can't I think of that? You know what I'm saying. Parachute. My God. And, you know, it's either you can be prepared and have a parachute, or you're going to fall out this building and you're going to free fall to your death, okay? When I say your death, you're going to change, you know, rebirth, but it's also more painful because you're splattering on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Okay, gruesome. But, yeah. And what's the surrender? I'm getting hot because I feel like you're angry. Because you know that there's some type of betrayal going on. I want to know more about this betrayal. Judgment, you're awakening. Okay, you have to awaken to the fact that you can't control anybody. Okay, you can't control, and you know, even if you are right, you don't need to be right, because you could be right and somebody will still play like you're wrong just because. You know, some people are hard-headed. It is what it is, baby. You know this. What's this betrayal? Can we talk about this betrayal? Alright. It has to do with love. Could be another person. Or this person's emotionally immature, definitely, but you're gonna be healing from some type of betrayal, whether it's a lover or it could be family. It's something you don't see, but you won't stress it once you find out, okay? You won't stress it. You're gonna be like, you know what? I already knew. I don't know why I doubted myself. I already fucking knew. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something was up. And, you know, you have to be compassionate to yourself, because I'm seeing that you're not going to be compassionate to yourself. And also this person's going to try to manipulate you, and they're not going to apologize, okay? They're going to say that you're taking something from them, or, you know, this is your fault. You did, you know, and I'm just like, bro, they're going to gaslight you. Whatever this situation is, don't accept it. Look, the death. Just dead it. Just dead it. Okay? But yeah, those are the lessons, the main lessons. My God. Alright? How can we get some guidance in regards to making these lessons, these transitions, because this is like big energies. How can we help pile 1 in these changes and transitions, please? With these changes and transitions. Okay, Jesus. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 4 of Cups. You gotta have faith. You make me better. That's what it is. You need to find somebody who, instead of you just making them better and they making you worse, you need to find somebody who you both give to equally, okay? I'm getting like, with that make me better, it's like this person, you made them better, yes, but they didn't influence you, or they didn't, you know, they didn't make you better. It was more like criticizing, more judgment, or like more like fights, arguing, control kind of vibe, okay? This kind of selfish energy with this 5 of Swords. What's this 5 of Swords in regards to how can we help pile 1 to transition easier? Okay, we got the Empress. Yeah, you're too good. You're too good for this. And you need to remember who the hell you are, okay? You're very, very judgmental to yourself. You're very harsh to yourself, and you don't really see your beauty, you don't see your divinity, and you don't see your light. Okay, rose quartz is necessary for you right now, and also some self-love, self-worth, okay? Gratitude, I know we was talking about that earlier, and it was a little hard for you, but definitely I need you to be open to abundance, okay? I need you to be opening your heart. So that's the main thing, is opening your heart, because I'm seeing the card from the Psychic Tarot, the Empress, but it's like fertility, and her heart center is green. So it's like you have to open up your heart, and you know, you can listen to frequencies that can help you, doing guided meditations, sound bowls, certain crystals, jade, unakite, green aventurine, focusing placing your hands on your heart in the morning, and opening your heart at night before you go to sleep, and setting the intention that your heart is open. You can feel it. Sooner or later, you'll get to a point where you can actually feel the energy in your heart, because right now it's probably closed because of all the pain that you feel, and you feel very alone right now. And I'm sorry, but like, you know, you do have people who love you. All right, so we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Sun. So it's time for you to start working on the things that you love again. Start thinking. Start thinking about the things that you want to do too, okay? If you start thinking about things and start visualizing the things that you want to do, and like get excited for new fun energies, you're going to start to embody those energies now, and it makes it easier to flow into your life. I know it's a little more esoteric, but that's what I'm getting. And also being open to more meditation for sure, sitting in the sun and nature, especially because this Empress here, Empress is nature, you know, and you need to go into nature. Go into nature for a little bit, go outside, get some sun. That's going to help you. And she's holding fruit too. So eating more fruit and vegetables is going to help you, because there's something about your vibration. This person tainted your vibration, I'm hearing, okay? But yeah, being open to working with people who make you happy as well. Okay, collaborating or working on things that make you happy. Like say you have a hobby, like you like to knit, or you like to draw, and you haven't done it in a little while, you know, fuck all the bullshit and just take your pen out and start drawing, or go sit in a park and start knitting or whatever. You know, don't even stress about whatever the hell is going on with this energy, because that's gonna work itself out. The thing is, you're so worried about how everyone else is gonna react to you choosing yourself that it's causing that's what the block is, okay? We have the Star. So let go of feeling the need to be healed. Okay? Healing never ends. You know, yes, we have to heal, but also you also have to let go to heal. All right? That's another thing that's coming through. Because if you're holding on, you know that picture of like someone holding on to a rope real tight and it's like wrapped around their hand and their hand is like turning red and it's like painful looking and stuff like that. It's like you gotta let go and trust that you're gonna land on the ledge. Like source is gonna support you. You're gonna be okay. Okay, and with this Four of Cups in the reverse, you're missing out on opportunities because you're so focused on everything else that's going on around you in regards to like whatever this situation is, okay? Just leave it. You gotta leave it, all right? It's causing blockages. Oh my god. Oh, sleep and meditation, because we have the Four of Swords. Like I already said meditation, but like sleeping more, okay? Maybe you, instead of going right to sleep, you might like, you know, go on social media. Guilty, been there. Or like, you know, you just get lost in your head and stuff like that. You might need to take up journaling, because there's big emphasis on your mind. You get lost in your mind. Some of you guys could be an air sign. You don't have to be. We have Libra, we have Taurus, we have Aquarius, we have Leo, we have Cancer. What's this Four of Cups? Yeah. You gotta have hope. You feel bonded, you feel tied, you feel trapped, okay? You gotta have hope that you're gonna be able to take, yes, there's multiple steps, okay? Because if you look at this card, it's like there's multiple steps to get through this door to get away from the devil. But like, you know, it's the thing is, that's what we were getting with the Seven of Coins, is like patience. You have to be patient with this thing. But you know, don't base like, the thing is, I feel like you're basing your success, like you're like, oh, I'm a failure if I don't stick around and do this. Like, it doesn't matter, yo. What you think is a failure is actually a blessing, because better is coming and you deserve better. But don't lose hope. You're not attached, okay? Maybe you could be suffering from addiction as well. This is also telling me that you know, you're gonna go through a period where you're gonna want to like drown yourself in you know, liquor, bud, you know, porn, sex, whatever it is for you, some type of addiction, food. There's something that you're gonna, because of this situation, you know, there's healthier ways to heal, you know, journaling. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy, baby. That's gonna be the best thing for you, okay? What's this Chariot in reverse? Okay, so they are telling me that, you know, what you don't see is once you leave this situation and make the decision to leave, okay, fast movement is gonna happen, because you have delays and blocks right now because your heart is closed. And you know, once you let go of this, the healing will happen a lot quicker, okay? You can't heal, what is that thing? You can't heal in I don't know, but it's like picking the scab. You keep picking the scab while you're staying in this situation. You just gotta rip the band-aid off, but like, you know, that's kind of weird. Why I can't. But you gotta put the band-aid on and just leave it there. Stop picking at the scab, okay? If you don't see it, you know, because you leave it, things will work out better for you. Okay, guys? Look, we have healing, travel. Some of you guys need to move away. Move away physically, for real, for real. I love you guys. I hope that this helped in whatever way that it could, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, what's going on? Pile number 2. Pile number 1 was super intense. Super intense. They're definitely learning lessons in love and authenticity in career. Standing in their truth. You guys. I got a channeled song for you, so I'm feeling that it's love for you. We are going to get into it, but if you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified every time 111 that I post. And if this resonates, comment down below and give me a thumbs up. Okay? Let me know the tea, baby. But, yeah, we're talking about, like, the lessons you're currently learning, and then we're going to get advice on how to close out these cycles or close these lessons. But, yeah, so Your Heart by Jonah Lucas and J. Cole. I broke your heart, huh? You knew I was a nigga. No, alright, now me bleeping out. And then swearing right after. You was dog, huh? You should have listened to your head when you had thoughts, huh? No thought, huh? Yeah, take my kid. Left you scarred. This person left you scarred. They effed you over, did you dirty, did you wrong. And I'm getting that people around you called it. Some people around you, and you know, you was like, yeah, whatever. For some of y'all. Alright, let's get into your current energy. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, please. Current energy. Ain't no way. Y'all are definitely connected to pile 1. You could have came here from pile 1. If you did, welcome. Emotions are on the high. So right now you're feeling super freaking emotional. Hella emotional. We have prosperity lies ahead. That is beautiful, and work through your fears, and hard work is paying off. Similar energies to pile 1, but different. Okay, so first of all, you're definitely going through some emotional time. That could be, you know, your heart, like it could be that betrayal, and you could be going through a breakup right now, okay? Or, you know, you lost something that you really cared for. Maybe someone passed on. There's some type of big emotional loss that you're going through right now, and I'm sorry. But also, this is temporary, okay? Yeah, loss is hard. And yeah, you're going to have to work hard to heal. You're going to have to work hard to, you know, move forward. But also, they're also saying that there's blessings coming despite your emotions being kind of erratic and you know, you going through so much right now, okay? Because we have this hard work is paying off and prosperity lies ahead in Taurus, Capricorn, and Scorpio. So it's like you have tunnel vision. You've had tunnel vision. You've been working so hard and you haven't been seeing the results, and now you're finally going to start seeing it. But it's kind of like after this emotional time dies down. So you need to find a healthy way to release your emotions, whether that's cry it out, watch a movie, go to vent with somebody, okay? Like, maybe if you're angry, because emotions could be ranging from like anything, you know, but hopefully it's, some of you guys could be, you know, going through happy emotions, and you could be super happy, right? And you're excited, but you're also fearful because you're about to start something new that could be in regards to work as well. And that could be your current energy is like you're scared to start a new job, or you're scared to start a new project. But they're saying like, you know, this is going to take a little bit of hard work to adjust because you might be having imposter syndrome, but this is going to be worth it, and prosperity lies ahead for this. So, you know, keep focusing on the happy emotions. Keep focusing on the excitement. Turn your anxiety to excitement. Trick your body into saying like, no, I'm just excited. I'm not anxious. I'm just excited. You know, if you have to say it 7,000 times looking in the mirror, it will work. But you know, you got to trick your body into that. And look, your dreams need a practical plan. Taurus, heavy Taurus energy. This isn't practical. That's why you're fearing it, okay? It's messing with your confidence, but you're going to be able to do this. But you have to focus on getting your mindset right, okay? Meditating, writing things down, contemplating, taking things slow, baby. Take it slow, okay? And I know it's also hard because you might be going through that breakup, okay? But let's see. Oh, no, I'm not getting the tarot yet. What lessons is pile 2 currently learning right now? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Oh yeah, so after you sort out your emotions right now, you're gonna see things clearly, and you're gonna see exactly why you went through what you went through. Okay. Wow, big emphasis on manifesting. Alright, so we got key. You're the key to your happiness. You're the key to your success, okay? You hold the key because you are creating something, okay? We have nature. We have transforming, which is the death card. And we have create, hermetic. You're creating something, or the way that you're going to, the key to your success is to create. Okay, this could be creating generational wealth because this family right here, and it's also your healing. You could be healing. That's a lesson. Okay, so let's talk about this. First, your lesson, life lesson, has to do with food. Okay? Food, or you know, your health, your body. There's something about your body. You want to get your dream body, or you know, there's something about your body that you're uncomfortable with, that either you need to learn how to successfully accept, you know, and that takes time. I gotta turn the fan on, guys. I'm getting hot. Or it's about like your eating habits, or you know, your drinking habits, or something about like your intake, what you intake. Okay, there's a lesson in regards to your dopamine intake. Okay, going into nature is definitely gonna help, but we'll get into that later. But we have transformation. Okay, death card, endings. What's up, Scorpio? So this is really your lesson, is to be okay with endings and understanding that endings lead to new beginnings, that endings are a part of life, that change is a constant in this lifetime. We have hermetic, create. Okay, this is about you creating your life, but also making you have the capability to create something out of nothing. That's what you are here. We have manifestor creation, which is the magician. He or she has all the tools necessary within them. They don't need anything outside of themselves to create, and that's what this is about. Is you, because it says creating creations. Okay, you're literally, you do something that you can create something. Okay, sorry y'all, let me just adjust myself. You can create something, and that's the thing. Okay, you have to focus on improving your health, because then when you start to improve your health and your intake, that'll help you to improve your mental health. Because I always get, when I think of that, it's like energy is just transferred, right? So if you're eating like, I mean, you eat whatever you want, right? But like if you're eating, like, that's why emphasis on blessing your food and stuff like that, it really does help, because you're clearing and transmuting that energy. But like, let's say you eat meat, and you know, I try not to eat meat too much, but like, you know, it is what it is. You know, some of y'all are vegan, shout out to you. If you're not, hey, it is what it is. But like, you know, that energy, like, because if you ever seen the fucking cattles and shit getting like stabbed in the head, that's traumatic, and that trauma stays within that meat, because energy is stored in our bodies, or our meat, or our fat. Okay, your trauma is stored in your fat. So think about it. If you have hormonal problems, or if you've been like large since you were a kid, or like, you know, think about it too, because people with fat cats, there's usually a lot of stress and trauma and drama in that household. You know, I noticed that like when there was a lot of stress and trauma and drama, my cat was really fat, and then he got skinnier, but you know, he was also getting older, and yes, there was less drama, but he was also getting older. But you know, it's still relevant, because you know, he was fucking huge when there was mad fucking trauma and drama. R.I.P. Max. But anyway, yeah, there's emphasis also, you're the generational curse breaker. I know that's rough, but I'm like, I wanted to be like, shout out to you, but also it's like, that's like the worst job. Like, I'm the one who has to do it. Great. But yes, you are the one that has to break those things that are causing pain from your generations before, from the generations before you. Okay, but yeah, and there's also keys here, which is like, you have the key, but also you figuring out what is the key to each part of your life. Like, you have a certain key that will help you to unlock, you know, a way that you can improve your nature, your relationship with food. You also have this in regards to transforming, you know, thinking about it in regards to like, you know, a new beginning always comes with an ending, and you have to look back at like what ended in your life. Like, okay, a relationship ended, but then I ended up getting a new relationship, or I left this job, but then I ended up getting a better job. Think about it like that. You have to shift your perspective on endings and death, and trust that, you know, every time you transform, also you change your inner world, that means things are going to fall away from your outer world, and that's just the cycle of life as seasons. You know, trees have leaves and they fall off, but then they grow new, you know, so it's just like a part of life, and that's the circle of life, and that's one lesson that you have to learn in this lifetime. But this emphasis on you creating, you use your mind, your words, and your actions to create your life. You could be seeing 111, and that's the key. You are the key, but you have to keep composure, and you also have to be compassionate to yourself. Okay, and you will manifest miracles. And loving yourself, oh my god, allowing the memories from your past, okay, your childhood, to you have to do a lot of inner child work. is pretty much what I'm getting. That's probably what's going to come up in regards to how to, I guess you can say, close out these cycles. But also it's like about figuring out, like, finding your home. Home is where your heart is, okay? And you're also a channeler and you're very psychic. And you have to get used to change. And the thing is, because every time I see this card, you know, this fish is side-eyeing this other fish that wants to go up. And it's like, you know, people are going to side-eye you, okay? People are going to be mad that you want to change. And that's not your problem, okay? Believe me. Like, I've been mad if people want to change. I've been there. But also, I can't control anybody. That's their life, not mine, okay? But let's get into it some more with the tarot. How can we make this transition? How can we improve? And how can we guide Pile 2 in regards to these lessons? So the Six of Coins makes me think of, you know, who are you really going to give to, you know? We got the Three of Swords in reverse. Yes, I knew there was something about your body and your looks. The Fool. And the Six of Swords. One more. One more card. The Hierophant. Alright, dude. Dude! Noggin! You guys might like, it could be a water sign. Or you might like, and fire signs too. We have Aquarius, Taurus. What's this Three of Swords about? We got the Ace of Wands. What's this Queen of Wands about? The Empress. Double entendre. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. I don't even know what that means. I forgot what double entendre means, but it just seemed relevant. What's this Fool? Ace of Cups. In reverse. Interesting. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, it was in reverse. Alright. There's nothing I can do about this, I'm sorry. Six of Swords? What's the Six of Swords? Nine of Cups. Everything you want is on the other side. But it's a journey. You have to take the journey. And it's a journey within. It's a journey, actually, you could be traveling. But I feel like it's mostly mental because Swords is the mental. We have Hierophant. What's this Hierophant? King of Swords. Okay, and it wanted to come into reverse, but I flipped it. So that's making me think we have the Chariot. Upright. Action, action, action. Action-packed, okay? Your heart. You have to take action towards healing your heart and following your passions. I feel like, you know, you're very focused on the 3D, okay? I have to do this, I have to do that, but I don't have the energy all the time because of my mentality, because I'm not in the mood, because I don't have the energy, and it's because of the fact that your heart isn't open, okay? I noticed that when my heart is really, really open, I literally can like run on like no sleep. And it makes me think of like, you know, when you're excited to like go, when you were younger and you knew a field trip was coming, or you knew you was gonna go on vacation the day before, or you're going on, even now, like say you're going on a flight and you're going to travel, I can't sleep the next day and you're perfectly fine running on like 3 hours of sleep. You're just like, let's just go, like, you know, and like vacation, like you don't sleep because you're feeling fulfilled, you're passionate about this, you're excited about this, and that's what they want you to do. I know that, like, you know, starting a new journey is going to be the exciting part, but also leaving behind certain things is the part that's hard for you. It's really hard for you to leave behind things, okay? And there's definitely, because that's what I was talking about in the beginning. You could be seeing 555. This mentality. You could traditionally, I feel like throughout, like, you know, what you've seen throughout your whole life, you've been surrounded by a lot of people who have negative mindsets, or who are doubtful, or who have their hearts closed, okay? Love wasn't really, you never had a good example in regards to love, okay? And some of you guys could be drawn to Pile 1, like I said earlier. There's a message in Pile 1 for you, for sure. But I feel like, you know, that's a generational curse, too, that you're probably, breaking, is to be able to feel love and to be able to, you know, give love and to be hopeful for manifesting your dreams, okay? But like I said, like, get excited again. You have so much success coming, okay? And yes, you do have to go hermit. Yes, you do have to walk away. Yes, you do have to walk away. Hello. From these certain situations and these energies, okay? And, you know, don't worry about judgments. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. And, you know, the thing, it's really hard to get to the point where you don't give a fudge. But you have to remind yourself that, like, you know, what people say to you, it's a reflection of them, you know? If they're loving, kind, and caring, they will send love your way. But if they are, you know, of ill will, or they need healing, or, you know, because everyone needs healing all the time, but certain people just need a little bit more love and a little bit more healing. Those are the people who send hatred. Like, you know, it takes a lot for somebody. Like, you gotta, like, have some problems, or you going through something to hate on somebody, or to send hate, to literally take time out of your day to send somebody hate, or to mess with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not worried about yourself. And that's the thing, is I feel, well, this is a projection, or my perspective, is like, I feel like people who are doing that is like, they'd rather worry about or mess with somebody else's life instead of focusing on fixing their life, because misery loves company. And that's the thing, okay? You know, there's people around you that, you know, they love misery and they want to keep you in misery, and you need to take that tightrope and walk away, even though it's scary to go across that tightrope, you know? You have that net to catch you, you know, but you won't be able to make it to the other side if you don't take that risk. And there's something about, you know, okay, emphasis on you boosting your confidence in regards to your looks, okay? You are destined, you are beautiful already. Let's be real. We have the Queen of Wands and the Empress, but I do feel like, you know, something from your past, I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, there's people and situations from your past that made you feel ugly, or maybe you're not society's norms, and it's about comparing, okay? You can't compare yourself to anyone, okay? In regards to, you know, your life's work, in regards to your looks, in regards to your past, in regards to your present. You are in your own universe. Everybody is living in their own universe, okay? This is a world of illusion. You need to start looking at yourself in the mirror. And it's hard, you know? Before, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror, and like, couldn't even look naked, couldn't even, like, I didn't want to look at myself, couldn't look at myself in the eyes. And then you have to keep looking at yourself and telling yourself, like, I love you. I challenge you to look at yourself every day in the morning and start telling yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you, until you believe it, okay? You have to do mirror work, okay? I also want you to understand that you can mimic and change your, this is a little esoteric, so stay with me. But you can use glamour magic and intention. And when I say glamour magic, there's actually glamour magic. You can look into that as well. But also, like, you know, using sigils, putting sigils on, like, your moisturizer and your face wash and stuff like that. And because maybe some of you guys are like, you don't have clear skin, or, you know, you can put it on your lotions and etc., all that good stuff. And maybe even perfumes, I'm pretty sure you can. But definitely, like, you guys are creators, and you guys, we had the Magician, so you can definitely do magic. And plus, I just saw the card, it was over here, and it disappeared. I don't know how it disappeared, but it said magic and alignment, and I think that you guys could definitely use magic because you guys are very powerful, okay? But I want you to understand that, like, a lot of good new opportunities are coming to you, but you need to let go of whatever's not filling your cup up, and also let go of, like, the self-loathing, the negative self-talk. Maybe you need to read that book, Positive Self-Talk, or something self-talk. I don't even remember. What does that say? The words are too small. The letters are too small. I can't see it. And it's like, okay, if you have glasses, maybe you get contacts. You're gonna make changes, because there's something about you getting a glow up, okay? Or you know, figuring out what your style is that makes you feel comfortable, okay? Stepping out of the box. 2121. You could be seeing 2121. This is the 33 master number, okay? And also connect to a higher power that works for you. I'm not saying get religious, but you know, if you're like, you know, feeling alone, like understand that your guides, you have a whole spiritual team that's here riding for you, rooting for you, praying for you. But there's big emphasis on your mentality. What you think manifests, okay? What you believe, whether it's good or bad, will manifest. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right either way. So it's up to you. You have to make that choice, okay? I believe that I deserve love. And you have to do some subconscious programming. So for you guys, you need to listen to affirmations. Maybe you can listen to affirmations during the day, or like programming your subconscious, doing hypnosis, and not even just hypnosis, but also 2222, listening to like frequencies or subconscious. They have those things on YouTube that you can listen to, and it says like affirmations while you sleep and stuff like that. You can listen to that, and they have ones for like weight loss and for like self-love or relationship. There's so many different ones. You know, YouTube is like immaculate. And also just like doing meditations, because meditation was a big one for you guys. But doing meditations to heal your inner child, okay? Because something in childhood definitely is skewing your perspective on your looks, okay? And you have to solve that, okay? And that's a generational curse too, because it was like, you know, it could have been your own family that was doing that to you, and it's something that you're about to break, okay? And you're gonna, like, you know, when you have kids and stuff like that, you're gonna tell them they're beautiful, and you're gonna uplift your children, and that's changing with you, okay? So I'm proud of you. I know this isn't going to be easy, but you got this, and you're going to be okay. And you're closing out all these cycles, 23 this year. I promise you that. You're going through a glow up, baby. All right? Oh, and there's emphasis on the gym, too, or going on walks or working out, getting physical in some way, shape, or form, 333, because of the fact that, you know, when you do that, it helps you to have more energy, and that also improves your mentality as well. You're going to feel more happy. When you're happy, you can do more stuff, you know? Alright, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on, pile number 3? That one was loud. Ooh, I feel like things have been loud for you, huh? It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified every time that I post. If it resonates, give me a good old thumbs up and comment down below the tea, baby. We're gonna get your current energy first, but I want to talk about the channel's song. What's your channel's song? Pile number 3. It's Just Us. DJ Khaled and SZA. Let's get pile number. Okay, so you felt cornered. You felt like 1, 2, 3. You felt like backed into a corner. You felt like everyone was attacking you. And wasn't I saying loud? It could have been like screaming fights and stuff like that. But like, I feel like that's one of your life lessons is, you know, you're the rebel, okay? You're always going to, and the thing about being a rebel is, you know, people got more problems with the rebels than they got problems with the people who are actually like doing bad things, which makes no sense, but it is what it is. It's like somebody who is doing something different, everybody got something to say, and they're so worried instead of just supporting like the trailblazers and stuff like that, calling people crazy. Like they called Albert Einstein crazy, but like, hello, he was the like an amazing inventor and scientist, brilliant, you know. And the crazy thing is, they said that he was like, you know, special needs and stuff when he was young, and he couldn't like read, and then, you know, you beat the odds, okay? Anything is possible, all right? Remember Lance Armstrong? You know, he had testicular cancer or whatever the heck happened with that. And he like won more than one Tour de France. You know what I'm saying? It's about your belief, okay? But yeah. That's what I'm getting from that song. Anyway, let's get your current energy, pile 3. Pile 3's current energy. Okay, we have give it's a time to give rather than to take. We have emotions on a high. You could have came from another pile as well. And then we have your dreams need a practical plan and bring love into this situation. Alright. You feel trapped right now. You feel stuck. You feel stagnant. Okay? You need a practical plan. Let's say you want to quit your job. You hate your job. Your job gets your emotions on like all fucked up. It makes you, you know, it messes with your day. Or like you're in a toxic relationship, or you have toxic things around you, or whatever it is, you know. It's about you figuring out like what the main thing is. What is your plan? Okay, what is the first step, if you can take any? Like, you want to start a business, or you want to start a TikTok or start a YouTube. You're like, that's a goal, right? And it's not saying like you have to get working on everything right away, right? You want to paint a painting, you want to become a painter. What's the first step? Okay, I'm going to go to the art store, I'm going to buy some supplies. I don't have to go crazy just yet because I'm just starting out. Or I'm going to start watching tutorials and stuff like that. There's something that you need to start doing. And you're going to start receiving, and you could already be doing this. Like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna start, like, I wanted to do this, so I made my TikTok, or like I made my business, I got my LLC, etc., etc. It's like that kind of vibe. You're taking the steps, and as you take these steps, new steps will appear, and that's what's happening. Okay, don't let your emotions hold you back. Bring love into this situation. Yes, you're the trailblazer, all right? You are the rebel. We have Aquarius over here. We have Taurus and Virgo, okay? You need to, with Virgo energy, you need to get habits. You need habits, all right? You want to lose weight. What's this practical plan? Sign up for the gym. Okay, I'm gonna start going on walks if I can't like afford the gym right now, etc. It's like you need to, like, if you can't do exactly what you want to do right away, what's the next best thing that's you're capable of doing right now? That's what they're saying. But yeah, I know that you're feeling stuck and you're feeling super emotional. And the only way that you can really like get yourself out of this is to start to think practically and, like, you know, little steps. Like, how can I get out of this? Okay, you have to think, write things down. Like, okay, I want to, you know, get a new job, so I'm gonna start, you know, asking myself, what kind of job do I really want that's gonna make me happy? Because the big thing is bring love into this situation, is making me think of like not what's new, not what's fresh, not what's shiny, okay, because all that glitters isn't gold, right? But it's about, like, you know, what's gonna bring you the most emotional fulfillment. Okay, you've went through things, you've, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I've had jobs where I made more money, but also I was miserable, and it impacted my mental health, physical health, and all that stuff. Like, it was draining my soul. It's like that soldier soul kind of energy. Okay, they want you to figure out a way that you can get to your dreams, or what dreams you want that are not like sell your soul kind of dreams. Okay, you can get a high paying job that you love, or you can make your own business, or, like, you know, it's like, what do you really want? What do you want to do? That could be also part of your life lesson, but we're gonna get into it, okay? Let's find out. Oh, hey, gotta grab your your oracle, and let's see what are pile threes. What are lessons? What are the lessons pile three is learning right now? What are the lessons pile three is learning right now? I'm gonna take that one. The lessons that pile 3 is learning right now. What lessons are pile 3 learning right now? Alright, there we go. We have Starseed at the bottom, and I did see it pop up. It was about to come out earlier. The universe wants to conspire with you. You're a creator. You're a starseed, okay? You don't feel that's the thing. You're a rebel because you don't feel like this is, you know, you don't feel like you belong here. You don't feel like this is your planet. You don't, you know what I'm saying? And you're just trying to get by. Just to get by. Just to get by. But it's like, you are meant to live. And you're meant to make a big impact as well. Your life lesson is accepting that you're different and not beating yourself up for it just because, you know, maybe you got bullied or maybe people made fun of you when you were younger, you know, because you were always different. And that's because you're a starseed. You could resonate with being an empath and an earth angel as well. But there's a big mission that you have, as we all do, even if we think that it's like little, we still have, well, everyone has an important piece. Everything that is on this world has an important piece, and your life lesson is to learn, one, that you are important, okay? Maybe people made you feel worthless, and that's one lesson that you're learning right now, is to know your worth. And also connect to your divinity. You're psychic, you have psychic abilities, and you are meant to learn about how to hone in on your psychic abilities. You could be clairaudient, okay? You could hear things or get messages through music, or you hear like voices in your head, and I don't mean like, you know, schizophrenia, which, you know, it could be some people who could be schizophrenic could be mediums, or, you know, they could have psychic abilities as well that they didn't, you know, when you don't know how to protect yourself, you could, you know, you see some dark shit, okay? And that's my theory or personal perspective on that, you know. They label you crazy, but like, I'm psychic. I'm like, they're psychic me, what the hell? But anyway, another thing is that you have to accept, like, stop blaming yourself for things that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to turn out, because there are no wrong turns, right? Is that card right there. And you have to accept the fact that, you know, every path that you took, it led you to exactly where you needed to be. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Like, it makes me, every time I think of that, it makes me think of like when I got into a car accident, and at that point in my life, I was going down the wrong path. If I didn't get into that car accident, I wouldn't have had my spiritual awakening, and I wouldn't be on the journey that I'm on right now. Okay? And yes, that shit was painful, and yes, there was a lot of drama and trauma and shit like that. Like, you know, I lost my memory for a little while, and you know, I could have just surrendered to that and thought like, oh, I'm always gonna like lose my memory. And I got out of that, and I healed myself. You know, it took some time, but I healed my mind. And now I have a really good memory for the most part, you know. We all have a lot on our minds, but like when I need to remember something, I will remember all things that are important. And then we have this, okay? Your life lesson is balance. All right? You might cuz out of mess comes elegant order, okay? No wrong turns. Okay, there's a lot of mess. Life has been messy for you. You've had a lot of traumatic situations, and your life lesson is to not take on those situations as your definition of who you are. You are not your traumas. You are not your feelings, okay? You are a being that is beautiful, and you have to accept that, yeah, you came through some rough times. Even you could have been a shitty person back in the day, too, 11/11. I was a shitty person back in the day too. I wasn't all shitty, but like, you know, I had my shitty qualities, as we all do. And then I decided I want to be better. And then that's what I've been working on. And I think that's similar to your life lesson. So I resonate with this pile very much so. It's like, accept your mess, accept your flaws. Okay? Like, 'cause it's making me think of like how sometimes I'm super loud and stuff like that. And, you know, I hated that part of me, but also it's like, you know, I want to be heard. Maybe when I was a child, you know, I was never heard, and that's what made me start to be loud when I was able to be loud with no repercussions, and etc., etc. There's something about your childhood making you think like, and it's also like you feel like you're a disappointment because you might be not going the way that you might have not taken the path that people expected you to take, or you decided to go down a different route. And yeah, the thing about you is balance and patience. Okay, you have to be patient, and it's going to take a little bit longer for you because you're not taking the road that's constantly traveled. You're taking the road that's less traveled, and that's the lesson you're learning, is like your time, you might be seeing a lot of people getting success around you, or, you know, getting married, and, you know, getting their dream job. There's a lot of success and a lot of things, and you don't need to be envious right now. You might be tempted to be envious, okay? But it's about like, your time is coming. It's not your time yet. Your time is coming, and you've had your times, you know, when you've had your successes, and then it got taken away, and then you were probably like, what the and then you know, it's about waves. You know, there's certain things that you may have thought you wanted, you know, and now it's about like believing in like, I'm just gonna allow and surrender. You might have to learn how to surrender and learn how to not control everything because you had no control in your life before. That's another thing, is surrender and control and operating out of your heart instead of your ego. Okay, that's another life lesson for you. And with this say yes to the open door, there's certain opportunities that could bring you so much magic, but you built a foundation somewhere else, so I feel like you don't want to go through this door. This door could help you to ground something new. I want to see what this is. Say yes to this open door. What's this door? Three of Spears. Yeah, so it's about like, and the Queen of Cups and the King of Coins. And what is this one? Yeah. It's really about being okay with like being patient, waiting for your ships, and understanding like once you say yes to this, like say you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be patient, okay? It's trial and error. Your life lesson is being patient, trial and error, and balance. I know. Ugh. Literally the same as me, okay? With this, you need structure in your life. You're going to need to make structure in your life. You're going to need to make plans. You're going to need to make a schedule, okay? Even for my creatives, I'm getting, because of this, it's making me think like you could be an artist or a creator. And you need flow in your life, okay? And that's where the surrender comes in. But there's the balance. Like you have to find some type of stability, some type of foundation, okay? And then we have synchronicity is a love letter. We're talking about love again. From the universe across space and time. Yeah, okay. You know, you doubt your life lesson is to stop doubting your intuition as well, and to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, okay? It's making me think of that time when I was speeding. I was going like 80 miles per hour, but I talk about this. I was speeding and then I heard there's a cop, right? And I think it was in my voice, I'm not sure, but I just heard it in my head. I just thought it. I was like, there's a cop up ahead. And then I was like, nah, I'm just tripping. And I kept speeding, and then I was like, nah, just slow down, just slow down. So I slowed down, went to a cool 70, and then boom, they're driving by a cop with his lights off, which, that's legal, right? I don't think that's right. But anyway, yeah, so it's like you hear things in your head, but you think that you're just going crazy. I was talking about schizophrenia earlier with you guys, right? So I think you think you're crazy, or you don't like know how to integrate your psychic abilities, but maybe we'll get into it. But there's big emphasis on protection and setting, you know, you can visualize bubbles around you, a brick wall, okay? Because there's, as an empath, you're gonna be picking up on other people's energies, right? We're gonna get into it, but also there's something I feel called to tell you because I just learned it and I'm like, whoa, this is a game changer because it helps me. All right, say you're hanging around with people, you start to feel anxious or nervous and stuff. Once you feel that, okay, to differentiate if it's you or if it's someone else's energies, you need to put your hand on your solar plexus or on your stomach, the top right underneath, like on your ribs, and your third eye, which is in between your eyebrows, and cover those up, and you will feel calm, you will regain your power, and it's big emphasis on like you won't feel anyone else's energy, and you'll be like, okay, so it's not me, I'm not anxious, it's not me. And then you have to like remind yourself like, okay, like, you know, what's my energy and what's not. That's your life lesson, is not take, because you're like a sponge, is I'm not taking on anybody's energies anymore. So you definitely need boundaries. That's another thing. You got the Knight of Cups in reverse. No, I didn't even set the intention. So what advice can we give in regards to helping pile 3 with these life lessons? Okay, and it's also really about like fuck, there was something else but I can't remember. Whoa, why can't I remember? Please bring it back. Ace of Cups. Okay, so we have the 6 of Coins. What's the 6 of Coins? 4 of Swords. I mean, 4 of Spears, which is the Four of Wands. Oh, there's also a big emphasis on, oh, we already mentioned that, never mind. The Moon in reverse, what's this about? I'm trying to remember, that's why. The Fool. Feel the fear and do it anyway. The Knight of Coins. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're in a rush to go nowhere. You know, you got to understand that you have a lot of options and you get confused when you start to rush and do too many things at once, okay? Focus on one project at a time, especially for my creatives. I know it gets hard, you know, but you build up that foundation and then, like, you know, because with me, it's like recording and I have to like build a foundation and I have to create a schedule. So that's where I'm at right now in life, is like creating a content schedule, but also like integrating my regular schedule, my life schedule, and you know, making time for rest and really focusing on balancing, because you know this takes a lot of energy and I don't want to like mess with my mental health and my physical health, and it's like you have to figure out that balance. Four of Coins in reverse. Oh, it was the sponge. Yeah, you guys need crystals like obsidian. You guys could definitely work with crystals, and maybe you need to get Reiki done as well. Reiki, there's videos. You can listen to Reiki healings. You can get you can purchase Reiki sessions from people. There are a lot of people out there who do it. Amazing people. If you need recommendations in regards to Reiki, please comment down below. We have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Cups. And the Devil in reverse. Yeah, breaking the chains and the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there's people, whether friends or family, that you do need to take action towards leaving because of the fact that, you know, maybe they're not giving to you. There's no reciprocated energy and you're a giver. Okay? You're a giver. You have endless love to give, and you want to give to everybody because maybe you didn't receive when you were younger, and you don't have to feel obligated to give to everybody. Not everybody deserves your energy, not everybody deserves your love, and not everybody should have access to you. That's the thing. Boundaries is your life lesson. You have to have boundaries. Maybe before you used to say yes to everything. We're going back to that say yes to the door. Open door. You are the person who should not have an open door policy. You're the person who needs the door closed. You need the secretary, and then she messages you, hey, do you have time for this? And then you say yes or no. Okay, don't be afraid to say no. No is a complete sentence. That's one of your life lessons, is being okay with saying no and not feeling guilty. Because I feel like, you know, a lot of people have made you feel guilty for saying no in your life, and that's their projections. They were trying to manipulate you, gaslight you, control you. Like, if someone tells me no, they can't do it, you know, they can't do it. Accept it. And it took, before I used to get pissed, but also it's like, why am I getting pissed? Like, I can't control. How would I feel if somebody got pissed at me, you know? And that's where you have to put yourself in other people's shoes. And, you know, some people are unable to do that. Some people are unable to hold themselves accountable, and that's not your problem, okay? Let them be mad. Those people who are upset because, you know, you don't have time or you can't, you know, the real ones who love you will accept that you need to take time to heal, or that you might need to take some space. You know, the real ones will still be there. The real ones will mess with you regardless. You also have to be okay with not knowing what's going to happen if you take a leap of faith, okay? Yes, you have to take risks, but you guys, like, it's about expectations, you know? You might expect certain things, or you do things for the outcome, and sometimes you have to really focus on just enjoying the journey. Like with me, with readings, like if I do it because I have to do it, I'm not enjoying the journey, which is why I'm like in a predicament. It's like, you know, I'm trying to create a schedule, but also it's like with me, I have to create a schedule. Like, okay, instead of like when I have to do it, I want to do it when I'm inspired, but I have to get this amount done, like for the week. Like I have to set a specific goal. So maybe that could be what could work for you guys. Like, okay, 222. I want to get like 3 paintings done a week. That's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it when I feel inspired, when I have the energy, and I'm not gonna rush. Okay, you can't rush, And you have a lot of different options, yes, but you have to focus on building one option at a time. And then, you know, once you get that solid, you have to make sure that you move on to the next one and then build that, like step by step, not doing it all at once, causing so much confusion, chaos, and it gets overwhelming and you have too many burdens on your back. With this Four of Coins and the King of Cups, it's like maybe I need a little bit more on that. Seven of Swords. You might have to stop investing into this King of Cups. That could be a lover, friend, it doesn't matter, family. Like, there's somebody that you need to let go of because they make you unhappy. We have the Sun in reverse. You invested a lot of time and energy into this person, and you know, you're the Empress, but which, male or female, but like, they did not give you that same energy, and it's just kind of called, they have this chaotic energy which kind of bleeds onto you. You being an empath, you take that on as your own, and then you feel like it's you, but it's not you, it's them. So again, like I said, you know, put your hand on your solar plexus and your third eye to differentiate your energies around others, okay? Especially if you go to like parties and stuff like that, which I know you might not because you're a hermit right now, but you know, when you do that, like, either visualize a bubble around yourself and look at the Ace of Coins coming through. You have new money coming in, new blessings, okay? But yeah, you have to go through this heartache and this heartbreak, but you're fighting that change right now, which the change is to let go. You have to be okay with letting go and the endings, and you could have came from another pile because I was definitely set in another pile. And letting people down because they'll get over it. Like, you got over everything, you know, that wasn't that serious. They'll get over it because it's not that deep and it's not that serious. And if they don't, then they're not meant to be in your life, okay? But I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, what's going on, pile number 4? These piles have been very interesting. Go check out any other piles if you feel called to. Maybe pile 2 is calling you. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, if you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified every time that I post. And if it resonates, give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know the tea, okay? You guys have 2 songs. So Loyalty by Kendrick Lamar. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You could be questioning someone's loyalty, or you could be being loyal to somebody who is not for you. And then we have Break from Toronto, Party Next Door. That smile on your face makes it easy. And Miguel too. Could be feeling caught up. Break from Toronto. You need a break from something. That's what it is, okay? You need a break from life, okay? Some of y'all need a vacation. Some of y'all need to take that paid time off. You need to take that sick day, or you just need to take a break, okay? You've been working super hard, but I feel like, you know, you could have came from another pile too, but like, I feel like you need to take a break. You just need a break. Okay, let's get your current energy. You need a nap. Somebody needs a nap. Okay, am I taking all of these? No. What's pile 4's current energy, please? Shit. Okay, let's take this one. Am I taking all of them? Alright. Let's see. Work through your fears. Yeah, very similar to another pile. Well, that one. That's the only one. We have... You are very close to achieving a goal. Meditate, contemplate. Your commitment is being tested. It's time to take action. And luck is on your side. Wow. Okay, so your current energy right now is that you're about to succeed in something. Okay, you're about to succeed in something very soon. Within the next few weeks, this has been something that is something you've been dreaming about. You know, with this Pisces, makes me think of Neptune. You know, dreams, that dreamy energy, Pisces energy. You could be Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Aries. Gang, gang. But yeah, you're commitment is being tested, okay? You're at the point where you want to give up. You want to give up on something, whether, you know, it's a goal. You want to give up on a goal, and the goal is going to be different for all of you. I don't want to get too specific because it's going to be different for all of you at the end of the day. You know, like say you want to lose weight and you're not seeing results fast enough, and your commitment is being tested because you've been doing this for a while, but sooner or later, in the next few weeks, you're going to start seeing that, okay? And the thing is, you have this fear of failure, or like this fear of like, I'm doing this for no reason, or I'm not going to succeed, or it's not going to happen, but it is going to happen. And this is the thing, luck is on your side. They want you to understand that this is imminent. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen, okay? It is going to happen. You have to keep taking these actions, but you also have to be balanced, and you have to meditate and contemplate on what actions are the correct actions. Do you need to switch it up right now? Is that what's making you feel like you need to give up? Like, let's say, you know, we're back to the workout and stuff like that. Okay, you've been doing the same workout. Maybe you need to do something different. Maybe instead of just going to the gym, you need to do a kickboxing class or Zumba, or go on hikes or walks, or maybe you just need a change in pace, and you're still getting the same results. It's just a different path, a different way. Work through your fears. Maybe you're scared to take that class, or you're scared to do that thing that, you know, you're scared to take an action that is going to, you know, bring you closer to that goal. You're so close. Don't give up. And that's what they're saying. Like, you know, you're close too. You know, it's like right around the corner. There's something that you've been manifesting, and you know, you need to meditate on why you're doubting this. Meditate on why you have fears, and meditate on like why you don't feel worthy enough, because you know, with this, it's making me think like you don't feel good enough, or you don't feel like you can do it. And it's funny because I just watched a movie, and this girl, she wanted to be a painter, and then she dropped out of art school, and she stopped doing painting, and then they was like, you're gonna be a great, her sister was like, you're gonna be a great painter, and then she was like, no, I'm not good enough. And you know, but she really was good enough. And look, it says take time to breathe out. So you need to take time, meditate and contemplate on like, are the actions that you're taking right now, do I have to stay consistent with this, or is there like some way I can pivot and make a change that I can still get the same results, but I'm doing it in a different way that is more aligned with me, okay? Anyway, let's get into some more, baby. So we're talking about what are your life lessons? What are your life lessons? Okay, so these are life lessons. Which yeah, most of them have been life lessons, but like what are the lessons that you're learning right now? Pile 4. And that loyalty is also being loyal to yourself, accepting nothing less than what you deserve, you know? We have spiritual warrior, and it says, show you are a wise leader, command the universe. So you're a leader. You're a leader. You're meant to be, with this lion, you think you're the lamb, but you're the lion, bro. Sis, you're the lion, okay? Create your vision, new opportunities, and rose gold cosmic pool. There's big emphasis on wisdom. So you don't think you're good enough, like I said earlier. You don't think you're wise enough. You don't think you have what it takes. You don't think you have what it takes to climb this ladder to your dream destiny, to your what is it, utopia? Right? You're in a dystopia right now, going through some hard shit, so it's making you think that this is your forever, or this is all that you're capable of doing, when on the other side of this rainbow, on the other side of this leap, is a new life, pretty much. And you are meant to be a leader. I'm hearing for some of you guys, you are meant to be in the public eye. We will get more of that for sure. But there's emphasis on love. We have bathe in pure love. This is your personal unicorn, your personal power. Stay open to unicorn magic. So stay open to the magic of life and the magic that you have. We have an owl here. You're wise. You're courageous. You have your own unique stripes as well with this tiger and with this bear. It's about hibernation too. They hibernate. You need to, again, like, you have to figure out when is your winter, when is your summer. When working with the moon too, you could be guided to work with the moon. I have this moonology book that's teaching me so much about the moon and how each, like, you know, phase is like a new thing. Like with the new moon, I'm recording this on the day of the new moon. It's about, like, you know, you take action, you plant new seeds, or you water the seeds that you're working on. And then there's another moon phase, and there's another moon phase, and then there's another one, and then there's the full moon, and there's another. And it's like certain ones that you take action, certain ones where you rest, certain ones where you do healing, certain ones where you take more. You know, it's like learning. With the full moon, you release, and you can still, like, you know, it's, you have to figure out your flow. Okay, create your vision. Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward, okay? You haven't been courageous enough to step up and lead your life because, you know, maybe you've had, like, certain, I'm hearing dictatorial, so people who are dictating your life, like maybe people who are really controlling, ranging from, you know, and the thing is, they mean well. Okay, maybe your parents was like, you need to go to college and you have to do this and do that and do this. Or, like, you know, that story that is always told, like, they want you to be the doctor. Your father was a doctor. You're gonna be a doctor. But what if I don't want to be? I don't care. Like, it's like that kind of vibe. Like, you know. And that could be the battle, is like you feel obligated, you feel pressured, you feel loyal to your detriment. You're not being loyal to yourself, you're being loyal to others, or what, you know, you feel others need. And it's about doing what makes you happy, doing what makes your heart sing. Like, yes, you can still heal and help the world and live a fulfilling life by doing what makes your heart happy, okay? Your life lesson is also to be, to one, see the wisdom in all that's around you and believe in your wisdom, but also seeing and believing in love, okay? Maybe there's been a lack of love. We'll dive into it deeper. I actually want to see what this love is about. Like, what's this cosmic gold, rose gold cosmic pool about? What is this about? Tell me a little bit more, please. Specifically, how is this a lesson? Okay, we have stillness, the Six of Cups, the past, the distraction. Okay, so this could be past loves. You've had things from your past that made you see a lack in love, that made you feel lack, unworthiness, etc. And, you know, with this is the Hangman. It's a stillness, perspective, right? You had meditate and contemplate on your past. Okay, inner child healing is definitely one of your life lessons. Letting go of, you know, the belief systems, limiting beliefs that were put on you when you were younger. Fighting back, fighting the system, reprogramming your subconscious, okay? A lot of television, right, tells lies visually, okay? They program, and they've been exposed, okay? We know oppression is a real thing. People want to oppress the masses because they have the same potential as the elites, but the elites think that there's not enough to go around, but there is, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But they want to be greedy, baby. But you gonna get your karma, but that's not my business. That's not what we're talking about here, okay? Coming back. But you're very wise, and you're very loving, and you're very caring. And the thing is, like, you have to believe in yourself, okay? You have to believe that you are good enough. And yes, you know, with time you will become better. You're not going to master it in like 2 seconds, but the thing is like, I feel like if it's not happening now, it's never going to happen, you know. And you have to be patient too. You guys are, your patience is tested as well. But with this new opportunities and this 5 right here, first of all, change is definitely coming in your life, but it's about declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. So once you have to let go as well. You have to let go so that you can, you know, you can climb these stairs without 17 packages of luggage. Like, you know, it's like when you're about to move, you have a yard sale and stuff like that. You could be seeing 12/12, and you have to have a yard sale in regards to, you know, the mentalities that you've had put on you, 222 as well. But it's like this is just a yard sale from your past. You have to let go of everything from your past. I think you guys literally have to let go of everything and everyone from your past. And that's the scary part, is like, you know, you think because you've had these situations or these people for such a long time that, you know, they have to be in your life, but it's not like that, you know. And there was a meditation, an inner child meditation that I discovered on TikTok that, you know, this guy, I forgot his name, he did it on Oprah, so I highly recommend you check it out. But just look up like inner child healing meditation Oprah, and then you'll find the meditation on YouTube or on TikTok. And I highly recommend you do that. It's a 7-minute meditation. It's quick, but I've done it multiple times, and every time I cry. The tears get a little less intense because, you know, I'm healing more and more. And I did a healing meditation today, actually, for my inner child as well. And tears were shed, yes, but it's getting easier because, you know, I'm giving my inner child more attention and love. And that's another thing, is you showing love to your inner child because maybe you didn't get that love when you were younger. And that's your life lesson, is to, like, you know, not base your past in your reality. Maybe you live in the past too much, or you're very anxious about the future, right? And you're not present. So your life lesson is learning how to become more present, okay? Learning how to become more present and accepting supports. Yes, you're a leader, but the thing about you is you could be hyper independent, and, you know, what does this say? Uncord relationships. Forgiveness is freedom. Yeah, you have to let go of certain relationships. There's people who were latched onto you, this ball and chain, and they're blocking your blessings, blocking your growth, and blocking your success. And that's another life lesson, is not everybody can go with you on your journey. You have a different journey set up for yourself, as everyone does. But you'll find your people, but you have to not be afraid to let go of the people you have right now. You're going to be alone for a little bit, but, you know, being alone teaches you a lot. You learn a lot about yourself, and it helps you heal. But the thing is, sometimes we don't want to be alone with our thoughts, and that's your life lesson, is to integrate and figure out what were the thoughts that were put on you, and adding healthier thoughts, positive self-talk. But let's get some guidance for my pile 4. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, wealth, generational wealth, I see. We have the 4 of Wands, big emphasis on family. You guys are also the generational curse breakers. We have communication, heavy fire sign energies. 4 of Swords, recuperation. Wasn't I saying that balance the rest? We have the 9 of Swords, trauma. It's making sense. It's making sense. And then we have stability, the Queen of Pentacles. We have wealth and stability. Interesting. What's this celebration about? 9 of Cups, fulfillment. Oh my goodness, you have so much good coming to you. You have wealth, stability, and fulfillment, and wishes fulfilled coming in, okay? Your successes and your blessings are coming in. The only thing is, you have to go through this kind of like ice age, this kind of alone phase, and that's the hardest part, is letting go of what no longer serves you. 3 of Wands, uncording from people who are blocking your blessings. King of Wands, passion. What's this recuperation? 4 of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. While you're left alone and you might feel insecure or worthless, or like, you know, you have nobody now, your abandonment issues are going to be triggered. Okay? And you're going to feel like, damn, I have nobody. And you have your guides, and you have people who are going to come to you, but the thing is, you have to be alone to figure out, you know, what you want to accept, to find yourself. You have to separate to elevate. That's for y'all. What is this? Come here. And we have the 8 of Cups, introspection, which is about walking away. 9 of Swords is sleepless nights, you know, the trauma, stress. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, karma. The wheel is going to turn in your favor. I know that the wheel has been kind of rough. You've had a rough life. You could be a life path 8 too, or you could be seeing 888. But you definitely had a rough life, okay? And I don't know why I feel called to talk about the signs, but we have Cancer, we have Taurus, we have Aries, we have Pisces, and we have Gemini and Libra. And also Sagittarius with this Wheel of Fortune. And did I say Leo? Leo. Yeah. Okay. But anyway. Oh, and Taurus too. I already said Taurus, never mind. But Virgo and Cap. Your life lesson is to learn how to build your own wealth and your own stability. And then you have to learn how to keep it. Okay? You have to build passive. Like, the thing is, for you guys, the money's going to come in, but you have to figure out, okay, what to invest in. Because you're going to want to, like, some of you guys, you came from poverty. We have the 5 of Pentacles. You're going to want to blow it. You're going to want to spend it on, like, lavish things. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself. But your life lesson is to make sure that you don't. You have to be responsible with your money, okay? When this money comes in, because you're definitely manifesting wealth or a large amount of abundance in some way, shape, or form. Inheritance, generational wealth, or like, you know, some type of fortune is coming in, okay? And it's about, you know, what are you going to invest in it into? Because you have to build stability, right? Some type of passive income. And that's your thing, is you have, maybe you need to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I highly recommend that book. It's really good. It talks about investing. You need to invest into multiple sources of income, okay? You need multiple things that are going to give you money, things that can make you money while you're sleeping. And there's so many things, especially with this internet day and age now, you know? So that's one of your life lessons. Another life lesson is about having fun and indulging, but in a healthy way, okay? You know? Not overindulging and not feeling guilty for having fun or indulging just because not everybody could make it with you, okay? You had to leave people behind. You're going to get this wealth and you're going to be like able to celebrate and getting your wishes fulfilled. Like, you're going to be able to buy that house, buy that car, buy whatever, go on vacation when you want, etc., etc. And, you know, maybe there's still going to be people who you were really close to and you really love that are not going to be able to receive that with you, that, you know, it's just like you have to like separate yourself from that. Like, they have to be just how you are going to get it on your own, and it wasn't handed to you, even though you might get it, because we do have the and it's coming in fast. But I feel like, you know, you worked hard for this, and they have to too. And you need to be, your life lesson is to make sure that people don't ride your coattails and people don't, like, you know, piggyback off your success or try to use you for your abundance, because you guys are going to have a lot of people coming in because they're going to see you as like a gateway or like a come up, you know? So just you have to protect your energy and use your discernment. That's your life lesson as well. Communication. Confidently talking about yourself in a high light, believing in your skills, because the King of Wands is somebody who's very talented, entrepreneur, businessman, businesswoman. A lot of you guys are going to create your own business or have multiple sources of income, multiple businesses, or be an inventor, I was about to say, so you could invent something. That's another thing, is when you create something and you patent it and etc., that's, you're going to create a passive income that will be living on for generations. And people do that by solving a problem. So think about it. Think about a problem that you have had throughout your life and figure out how you can solve it, and you can invent something and make money off that. That's another way that people get money. Or creating something, write a book, make a YouTube, something that can live on forever, okay? But yeah, your communication is another thing. You know, you could have said things or talked shit to yourself because, you know, that's all that happened to you when you was younger. Maybe people always talk shit to you, and then you ended up taking it on, and then you're like, oh, you know, I'm seeing them, like, it's a meme or a video, picture of like an old person yelling at another person who is like the son or daughter, and then another person yelling at another person. Or like, no, saying something else, and then it gets lighter, and then it goes down to I love you to the child, you know? And it's like, that's another generational curse that you're breaking, you know, instead of like, you know, oh, you're so stupid, why are you so stupid? You're gonna be like, no, it's okay, you know, you're gonna ease it in, like 222. You're gonna be like, hey, it's all right, you know, you can do better. Instead of doing this, you know, I see that you did this, but this isn't working right now, or this isn't really working for you. You're gonna be more compassionate, but I need you to put that compassion that you would give to a child, put that compassion towards yourself, okay? That's your life lesson. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're very hard on yourself, okay? And take time to rest. I know you want to get out of this Five of Pentacles, and it's going to come fast, but also you need to rest so that you can make a plan and not get burnt out, okay? Because you're doing this on your own. And that's the thing. You're going to do this on your own. You're going to build this on your own, and you have the choice to make. You're gonna have to make choices, like who you're gonna give to, you know. I'm not gonna drain my pockets. You're not gonna drain my pockets, okay? If people are just taking money and they're not like, okay, if they say you want to invest into somebody, like, hey, I want to start a business, that's good, but like if they just keep asking you and asking you and asking you, and you know, it's like that kind of vibe, it's like, bro, you know, like, I want to help you. What is that thing where, like, Jesus is like, you teach, or is it Jesus? I don't know. But you teach a man to fish, and then they'll have fish forever, instead of, like, you know, having to get fish for people. Like, you teach them. Teach them how to do it so that they can do it themselves, you know? You're definitely going to be a leader, and you're going to be teaching people, too. But, yeah, your life lesson is to use the laws of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, the law of like karma, etc. All those laws, look into them, because I always forget them. Not always, but you know, I don't want to talk about it right now. But yeah, look into those laws and apply these laws to your life, okay? Because, you know, it's like about like what you invest into. The energy that you put out comes back to you tenfold. Don't be negative. If you put out negativity, you're going to receive negativity back. And it's also about what you believe. Your belief systems is really what manifests your life, okay? Because what you believe corresponds with, you know, how you think. And if you believe you're a shitty person, you're going to do shitty things, and you're going to manifest a shitty life. It's like that. But if you believe, oh, I'm successful, I'm talented, I'm attractive, I'm abundant, I'm da-da-da-da, you're going to start doing things that are going to, like, make you more attractive or make you more abundant. And then it's about feeling the feelings, too, okay? But, yeah, your main thing is to walk away from the trauma from your past, okay? Inner child healing again. And sleep. Rest and sleep. We have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Sleep, you have to prioritize sleep. For some reason, you need a lot more sleep than others, okay? And, you know, you have to figure out your ratio. You know how sometimes you sleep too much and then you're super tired and then you don't sleep enough? You have to figure out, like, trial and error for you guys in regards to your sleep things, your sleep schedules and stuff. Because also you could be a night owl, but people make you feel guilty, but like you can still get your work done as long as you sleep your 8 hours or whatever. And like, yeah, you might go to sleep later, but you still get your stuff done. Don't feel like pressured like by society, like you have to wake up at this time and that time. Like you know, you're gonna have to figure out like what energetically works with you. Okay? 555. Alright. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. See you on the next one. Bye.